All right, so this video is going to be about creating a template so that you can use for all of your part drawings. And this would follow suit with creating templates for your assembly drawings as well as your detail drawings. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do, obviously, is to start a brand new part. So we're going to click OK. And we want to get through some of the settings to make sure that our drawing or that our part models properly, but also that our settings carry through to our drawing files. So first thing that you want to check is to make sure, obviously, that your IPS is set, or your inches instead of metric. You can also do that up here in the gear. If you click the gear, then under document properties, going over to units and making sure that we are in IPS, okay, inch, pound, seconds. And then under your basic units, probably a good idea to set this to a 3-point precision. Okay, so you just click under decimals, click the little drop down arrow, and set your precision to 3 places. That's 0.123. Angles, everything else can be kept pretty much the same, since that's all we're going to be really worried about. Okay, under the drafting standard, again, making sure that we are in ANSI. Okay, so the ANSI setting is set. Everything else should be set, but if there is any issues, you can always go back into the drop down for certain dimensions, for instance, linear dimensions or radial dimensions. Make sure that your settings are proper. These all say ANSI, so everything here looks good. Under annotations, balloons, we don't have to worry too much about. So everything here looks pretty good. And clicking OK. Oh, sorry, one last thing. Detailing. Right? If you have threads, make sure that shaded cosmetic threads is turned on or checked on, and that should be set. So, units, making sure that you're in IPS, drafting standard, making sure that you're in ANSI, and then detailing, making sure that shaded cosmetic threads are turned on. That should be all that we have to worry about. All right, clicking OK. Those settings take effect. All right, the last thing that you need to do, something that we haven't really talked about yet, but we'll talk about now, is right next to the gear, we have the file properties. Okay, so left clicking on file properties. This is where you're going to put your linked information. Okay, so under number 1, property name, type a new property. Okay, you're going to use the words drawn by, all one word. Okay, drawn by as all one word. You may have drop downs. For whatever reason, my drop downs don't give me the list of properties, but yours may. So double check your drop down list and make sure that you select drawn by if you have that in your list. If not, you're going to have to type it in as one word. Okay, then clicking in the next cell for type. This is going to be text. The third cell for value and text expression. Okay, this is where you're going to type in your initials. So I'm going to type PFFill or PFill exactly the way that I want it on the title block. Okay, left clicking in evaluated value should repeat the same thing. Okay, that's set. Number 2, type the name of a property. Again, if you find material, do material. Otherwise, you have to type in the word material, making sure that it is spelled exactly the way that we want it as the property. So check out the screen, material. Type is going to be text. Under value and expression, we're going to hit the drop down. And this one, you should see material in the list. Okay, so you're going to click on material, and then currently it's going to say not specified, and that's okay. Okay, but basically with your drawn by information and your material property information, that being set, we're going to click OK. So basically what that means is that as soon as we apply material in the feature management tree, okay, not an appearance. If you use the colored ball here or the colored ball here, this will not go into the material property. You have to use material property here. To remember that, it's a right click and edit material when you actually create your part. Okay? Because this is a template, we're going to leave it empty. Now I just have to save my part file. So I'm going to go to save and make sure that you save it in your pinball folder. So I'm going to create a new pinball folder. I'm going to say pinball project. Okay, go into my pinball project folder, and my save as type, I'm going to make sure to say this is a part template. Okay, so part template, and I'm going to call this part template. I don't need a description, and I'm going to save. Okay, I don't have permission to save in this file. That's because it's on the C drive. Okay, so it jumped me into the C drive, which is where we don't want it. Again, all template files do that. So again, I'm going to make sure that I find my class. You should have your H drive done. Where did it go? I just saw it. There we go. Part template on the H drive under pinball project. Okay, and that's saved. Now, once I have that saved, I have to actually link it so that I can use it. Okay, that is going to be under the gearbox, under systems options, default templates. All right, so what we want to do is we want to no, not here, sorry. Under new, and I want to go to advanced. Okay, so under advanced, this is where those files get added. Okay. No, I was right. Sorry about that. Gearbox, under system options, file locations, maybe that's it. There we go. Under file locations, change to document templates, and we're going to add our pinball project folder. Select folder, and it adds that to my list. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. Make the changes to your search paths. Yes, please. All right, so now as I go into my new, I now have a extra tab that's called Pinball Project, and it has my part template in there. So this is where you would select to start a new part file. Okay. Click OK. This is now part 4, and it should have under my file properties. Yes, it does. It has all my saved information for drawn by and material. Okay. So that's what you're going to do for your part file. Okay, you can do the same thing in your drawing files, right? Make sure that you set up your IPS, your precision, okay? And do the same thing for your assembly file. Okay, so open up a blank assembly file, open up a blank drawing file, and when you save it, just make sure you save everything as inches, pounds, seconds with the right precision, and save it as a template file under the Save As. Okay, that's creating your template files.